I sometimes hear movements on having a 4-day work week, but I have an even better proposal. And this is an idea I came up with early in my career because I noticed that every time we had a long weekend for one of the holidays, it wasn't so much the fact that we were working 4 days that I liked. It was the 4 day. It was the 3 day weekend that I actually liked. It made me realize that part of the problem with the long weekends was that with the 4 day work week, it was hard to gather any sort of momentum. I mean, I guess it depends on what you do for a living. But in my line of work, it feels like if you took a day off, you might as well just take the rest of the week off. You weren't going to get much done in 4 days anyhow. It just felt like a waste. You didn't get much done, and you weren't really taking a break either. It made me think about a compromise that could allow us to enjoy a 3 day weekend more often and also not suffer the problems of not having the momentum uh, the of working 5 days. I'll let you pause the video to think about this. Well, the idea is that we could continue to work 5 day weeks, but enjoy a 3 day weekend every week by turning our weeks into 8 days long and continuing to work 5 days. So here I have what a typical month would look like. And as you can see, the thing I like about this is look how little work time we actually lose with this compromise, right? We're still working 20 or so days out of the month. So here I have Sunday through Saturday and then this extra day, and we would take 3 days off every week. Another way we could accomplish this, this is another observation I made. At my first job, I was getting paid every 2 weeks, right? And most people budget their set up their budget monthly. And some months I would be getting 3 paychecks. It made me think we could spread out the extra weeks of the year. So what I would propose is that we take a look at the lunar calendar, which has 29 or 30 days in the month, and it's just over 4 weeks, and we could spread out those extra days, right? So imagine that in this lunar month, every phase of the moon we would turn into a week, right? This is the new moon, first quarter, full, third, and we would turn every one of those phases into a week, and then we could put that extra day into its own category, right? So you won't have a 3 day weekend every week in this case, but at least 1 or 2 weeks out of the month would have a 3 day weekend, and you could get paid twice a month, and it would also be every 2 weeks, right? I would hate to see it because a lot of people, they end up frittering away that extra paycheck that they get every I think it's every 4 months or every 5 months when the month has an extra week, right? I've seen some plans on how people can pay off their mortgage like 6 or 7 years early just by making use of that extra paycheck once every year, right? But a lot of people just fritter that money away, which and then they lose out on the benefits of having a 3 day weekend every well, at least once or twice every month, right? Now, what I really like about this concept is that I'm recording this on October 13 of 2020, when a lot of people, at least the people who are able to do so, are working remotely, right? So not too many people are going to be disrupted by global change in schedule, right? This would be the prime opportunity of a lifetime to change our thoughts on scheduling and work and how we think about time measurements, right? I would hate to see us throw this opportunity away. We might not get this opportunity. Well, I hope we don't get an opportunity like this again, right? This is definitely not a happy chapter in most people's lifetimes. Obviously, right now there's other priorities going on. The election, obviously, people are still getting sick. But I hope we come to this topic. This is obviously a very long term investment, right? Obviously, a good schedule that allows people to have more time with their family, more time to connect with new hobbies, would obviously benefit us for many decades to come. It's a very long term investment, obviously. We're not talking about saving people's lives who are getting sick every week. But I hope we come to it because obviously there's a lot of social ills that come with not having time to take care of your family and stuff like that. And in the long term, this could save lives, right? And it would be a tragedy to throw away such a good opportunity of a lifetime. It's a very dark chapter, but at the same time, I hope it can buy us a lot of opportunities.